Hey everyone, I'm Claire. I'm the owner and operator behind CL Vintage Finds, and this is my weekly thrift haul video. Normally we do it on Tuesdays, but got a little delayed yesterday. I had a lot going on, had a couple doctor's appointments and some back injections, but we're feeling good, feeling nice and numbed out a little bit in my low neck area and ready to rock and roll. Ranger's right here. Not sure what this is. He's totally going to be in my way, but you know what they say about filming with dogs. So anyways, we're going to get right into it. I've got a lot of awesome items for you and I can't wait to show you. I want to try to keep it pretty short. So don't forget, I've been forgetting to put this lately. I'll be posting this on both Facebook and YouTube. My YouTube channel is growing and I'm getting lots of video views, so all good things. But please don't forget to comment, give me a thumbs up or a like or any other emoji. Drop me a comment, please. Let me know your favorite item. There's a lot of awesome ones today. Your favorite item could be Ranger too, or just the tips of his ears, because that's all you're seeing right now. Range up here, buddy. Let's see if he can get up without knocking everything over with his tail. Okay, hop up, bud. All right, let's get to it. All right. Oh, and bonus items. I got some bonus items I want to show you today, so we'll do that as well. Okay, let's start with this. It's probably one of the largest. This is, I believe, a Pier 1 vase. It appears to be older. It's very large. It's got some chips in it, so I don't know if that was originally part of it or if it got chipped over time. So I'm probably going to give this one a makeover, but it's very heavy. It's very good quality. And we'll see what we do with it. Probably not until the new year, I would imagine. Okay, then, Range, come on, buddy, hop up. Come on, hop up, good boy. I got a nice, this probably, again, needs a deep cleaning, and we'll see. We'll see if I can come up with something to do with it. I usually save kind of these brown bottles for fall, and so it might get saved till next year. I've got a little bit of a stash left after this past fall, and we'll go from there. These I think are really cool. They appear to be older. They are brass, but it looks like somebody painted them, spray painted them, because there's some overspray on the top. So I don't know. It's possible they were always this color. It's either a black or a dark brown, and they're nice. So I'll probably clean them, give them a fresh undercoat of a dark color, and then use some milk paint on them and give them a nice chippy, cool look. But they're solid, they feel really nice. This next candlestick, I don't think it's crystal, but it's heavy, so it's very possibly crystal. It doesn't look like crystal. There's only one of them, so what I might do, again, keep it in my stash, try to come up with, you know, a close resembling pair, or, you know, preferably 3, if I can make that happen. That may take just a little bit of time. Next up, I got, you're so cute, Range. I got some more of these little vintage wood spools. This one, the one side is gone, but I think it still will make a great tree base. I bought one more order of trees, and then I was out and about the other day and I got a few more locally, but then I think I'm really done for the year. I'm a little bit treed out. There's some trees in this haul that are clearly vintage. Those ones are new, but so I'll show you those. Next up, I have a really cool, you guys have seen my windows that I make over, the vintage windows. I think I've got 3 left in my inventory. And I saw this really cool thing where someone made it into a shelf. Range, come on, buddy. And so I'm gonna give it my stamp and try it again, probably not to the new year. I have some other little wood. I like these because they have hearts. As you can see, but I have some other wood shelf brackets that are really old, and I may use them. So we'll see once we get the window up and together, we'll see which direction we want to go. Guess what I found? My last one of these sold. The last one was a little bit newer because it had Fenton, you know, permanently in the bottom within the mold. These are blown but into molds. This one's a little bit dirty, but it's the same thing. We believe this to be Fenton. The dealer that I got this from told me he believed it to be that Fenton as well. And you can kind of tell the ones that are Fenton copies, they don't have, like, they're more pointy. The little hobnail parts are a little bit pointy. So if anybody missed out on that last one, I will have this one available. I think this one's a little bit smaller. This probably is also Fenton. I looked it up. I just don't remember. It is a toothpick holder, but obviously it would be a great little vase or whatever you wanted to do with it. It would be awesome. This still needs to be cleaned. I dropped a photo of this a few times, or not a few times, one time in the past when I got it. It's so pretty, and check out that butterfly. This is it's old. I found one comp for a very similar bottle. I think it's Italian. I can't remember. I'd have to go back to my post. It's been a while. But I only found the one comp, and I don't think it was a sold comp. So hard to know what to go off. I just think it's so pretty. I kind of would like to get this in my booth, even though, you know, it's not super seasonal. I just think it would be a great gift for somebody that likes beautiful vases. Okay, next up, got this super cute metal box full of all kinds of little vintage items, little trinkets, but some of them are things that I like. This is a dog, so cute. Several birds, you know I always love birds. So lots of different birds. You know, I'll just add this to something. It's funny, this was definitely a salt or pepper. It had to be on some kind of base because it almost looks like it's a stopper for a bottle. But I don't know. We'll figure out. We'll hide it in something. You won't even know it was there. I think there's some more birds in there. Look, here's a little poodle. So cute. I'm not going to go through all of them. There's an elephant. Oh, look at this, a little purse. Here's another little bird. So all kinds of really cool vintage items. I really want to come up with something to do with this guy on one of my little scenes. Look at this little mouse. It's so adorable. So we'll have to see. I haven't even gone through these items. Sometimes I like to go through them when I'm going through it with you. Also plan on giving this little box a makeover and doing something fun with that. So we'll get to it probably again in the new year. I got a bunch of these. I thrifted these the other day, and they are, again, the shatterproof balls. So I've had more requests for and I have a few that I'm probably going to try to get up to my booth this week that are in this larger size of my, you know, jadeite look balls. I haven't even been able to get any into my booth because they've been selling really fast, but they're all gone. And I like, you know, you got to be careful of what you use. Even though I'm using a satin finish paint and not a glass finish paste or a high gloss paint, that's, you know, I just want to give a modern twist on jadeite. Clearly they're not jadeite. It's just the look of jadeite, but they're shatterproof so your animals can play with them and all that. So we'll get these spruced up and ready to go. I have a really good item that I'm trying to uncover, but one more range. Come on, buddy, hop up. Okay, I showed you this the other day. I took a picture of my haul from Sunday. This just is a box. I'll do something with it down the road, but I got these. Really, check out this wood. It's beautiful. So they're just, I don't know, I may keep them as a set, or I have some plans for some little items that I'm working on, so I may use it for that. These are vintage bottle brush trees. I got a couple of different sizes. They got a lot of fuzz in them. They were probably in somebody's scene, and that fuzz is the snow that people would use. So, you know, a few. So I'm gonna use these in some projects, so you will get a vintage tree. That's rare for me. I can tell you, I've gone to auctions and tried to bid on boxes of the vintage bottle brush trees, and they go so high I've never been able to get them. Okay, then just a few other little vintage items. Some deer. Again, these were all probably somebody's scene, you know, the Christmas scenes that they used to set up. Some Santas. I wish I got, there was a whole box. I probably should have got them all. But I just took a few, left some for others. So that's that. Next up, and this is the last item that, before the bonus items. I love this basket. I got this at an auction, maybe last weekend. No, probably not last weekend, probably the weekend before. I don't remember. It's huge. I think this would be such a great centerpiece with seasonal florals or, you know, poinsettias. I don't know. It still needs to be case conditioned. I cleaned it. It was very dirty. It's very old and there's some damage. You know, definitely you can see that there's some damage in some places kind of around all the edges, but I think that's what makes it awesome. I paid up for this piece. You know, basically, I don't know if you've been to auctions, but when you go, a lot of times, there was a whole bunch of baskets, a whole lot of baskets, and the auctioneer did them, you know, you first bid on one, and I think the bid was ended up being, you know, $15 or something. And so that person was able to choose what they were able to do. Then they go back up for auction, maybe a little while later, and they could bring a totally different price. So I think I won the second auction, and I only chose this one. The other ones were huge, but they were newer. And I did, like I said, I paid up for it a little bit, but I loved it, and I just think it would be such a great centerpiece. I'm going to try to get this conditioned and up to my booth this week. The problem with these items like this is, you know, they take up a lot of room. I'd love to put them on one of my tables, but then, you know, there's no room for anything else. From what I've been told, a lot of things sold last weekend. So, you know, maybe I do have some holes in my booth and I will be able to fill it. Okay. Lastly, bonus items. These, I showed you pictures, but they are vintage. I think they call these egg tart molds or something like that. They call them different names. But I rusty crustied them up. Hopefully in this lighting you can kind of see that they still have nice bling. Even around this bling, I still added a little bit of antiquing because I didn't want the bling to look too new. Some of them, like this one, I then added a little bit of gilding on top. So different styles. I only had a few of these left. So I'm trying to find projects for the ones that I have left of this smaller size. My friend Michelle got me a bunch of these, and I'm showing this next. This is the one that I posted this morning. It's just a little scene, so you can see the difference between the two tart tin sizes. A lot of these are Jello molds, and they actually say Jello. This one is probably, you know, a real tart tin, and then someone told me the other day that some of the other ones were probably cupcake tins. So they were all different baking things. You know, they're aluminum, so it's really hard to get them to rust. And I have a lot of tips and tricks. But instead, I really liked with these, I got them pitted and old looking. There's not rust on them. I could do things to add rust, but I don't think everything needs to be rusted. You know, these are plenty rusted for me. And and the thing that I love about that is then it's truly unique and one of a kind. Every one of these is one of a kind because the rust is, you know, what makes it, really. So, I don't know. I think they're awesome and they'll be beautiful on a tree. My tree has if you remember last year, I had those rusty reindeer that we sold a ton of them at the Speckled Hen. I found a few at the end of the season last year, I think 5, and I made those for my tree because I really wanted to save one last year for me and never got to. But the 5 that I got on my tree, and they don't exist anymore. I can't find them anywhere. I looked everywhere. So, okay, next up. I put a few of these down at the Schenectady Trading Company. They are the first ones that sold when there was multiple little trees and little people and all that. So here's what I did on this one. This is a little girl with a bird bath and some cardinals. I know people love cardinals this time of year. There's lots of different trees. I added little pine cones And these came off of a pick from Hobby Lobby. I think they're just beautiful. They look like little pods. And if you go around back, even the back I finished with some rusty bells back here and some more little, baubles. So, it looks pretty from every angle. I added some faux snow. It's actually batting. It's warm and natural batting to the top to mimic faux snow. And I think it's really adorable. So these will be headed somewhere. I got to get them priced, and they'll be going either to Schenectady Trading Company or to Broad Alban at some point this week. I don't really know yet when I'm going up. This is the one that it's pretty tiny. So I don't know that would have been tiny cupcakes, but we think it might have been a cupcake mold. And I just added a little bottle brush tree and then a little bauble. No stars on this. I had people request that I make some without stars. So I like a little bling at Christmas. I think everything's better with a little bling at, or just for the season in general. I like a little bling. I think we need it, this time of year. Last up, so far I only have 2 of these. I think they're adorable. Again, little tart tins. I don't know, maybe I'll add I've got more bling coming. I ordered from a company in California, so it's shipped. It should get here this week. I like high quality, really blingy looking bling. So maybe I'll add some back there. But just in case it flips around. But little bottle brush trees. I add my own bases, and these are both a little bit different. And actually both tins are a little bit different. I used a rusty wire to hang it. You can see. So yeah, the difference between the two. They're roughly the same size, but they're different tins. So they're all different. These are all one of a kind, but definitely vintagey looking. And if you had these in your grandmother's or your mother's kitchen growing up, then, maybe a little nostalgic too. So I think that's everything. I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart, everybody. I'm so thrilled. I never thought anybody would care about my video. I hoped they would, but I didn't know if anybody would care about my videos on YouTube, but I wanted to give it a try. I think the last time I checked, I have total views. I think that's what that is. I don't know if it's individual views or individuals or just actual views of my video. Almost 7,000. I'm not saying that I'm not 5,000 of those. No, I'm kidding. I'm probably not. But I do run my YouTube channel on several TVs, but throughout the day. But thank you for that. Thank you for your support on Facebook. Thank you for all your purchases so far this season. Between the open house at the beginning of the month in November, and then this past weekend with Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, it looks like it was a really good turnout. I haven't been up there yet, so I don't know, but from what my clients have told me, I know lots of people bought lots of items, and thank you. I really, really appreciate it. If you see something you like here today, let me know your favorite item. If you're interested in purchasing anything, even if this is on YouTube, reach out. I don't like shipping items that are easily breakable or otherwise going to get damaged and going to be a hassle, but I'll ship something. So reach out if there's something that you're interested in. Probably, even though this isn't really breakable, I can't imagine it'd be worth it to ship it, the cost to ship something like that. But otherwise, they can be picked up at my home in Schenectady, the Schenectady Trading Company, or the Broad Alban Antique Mall. Thank you, everybody. Until next time, have a great one.